So we've already done this one. I voted for Clear Obscure Expedition 33. I'm just gonna break my silence on this. You're orange. Yo, my brother. For me, you're blue. You've always been blue. So I voted, as I said, I voted for Clear Obscure. So next question. Best multiplayer game. To be honest, I haven't played a whole load of multiplayer games in this one. Split Fiction I've heard was really, really fucking good. And to be honest, the guy at the Game Awards last year really sold a lot of people on it because he's so charismatic. Everyone likes him. I don't know anything about Rematch. As I said, I've heard a lot about Split Fiction. Battlefield 6 has been on the up and up massively. Mario Kart World I know has been received pretty well. Night Rain has also done huge, but I voted Peak because it's probably the game that I've played the most in terms of multiplayer. I know quite a lot of people are going to vote Night Rain, probably you, Cobb, if I'm assuming correctly. You'll probably end up a Night Rain voterer, if you will. But yeah, I went for Peak. It's kind of ass at multiplayer. Bro's got the single player down though. Alright, anyway, next up. Golden Joy. This is for best visual design. Now, immediately, my question as to why Assassin's Creed Shadows was on here is, bruh, why do we have Assassin's Creed Shadows as a part of the Golden Joystick? I'm sorry. Like, I voted Clear Obscure again. Like, it's just the game of the year, unfortunately, for all the contenders. Sword of the Sea would have been my second. Sword of the Sea has a very, if you guys know the game, shit, what was it called? It was that underwater game. It was like Itsu Nobu. I can't remember what it was called, but basically you free the fish. Fortnite Season 89 is insane, God. Anyway. Next one. Alright, best indie game. Alright, Cobb, this is where you and Bush come in clutch. Because as I said, I'm not an indie connoisseur. So I have Wander Stop, Caves of Cud, Citizen Sleeper 2, Hurdling, Baby Steps, and Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. I voted for Deep Rock Galactic Survivor because I have actually played this. This is the only other one I've heard of, which is Baby Steps, and to be honest, I was really close on voting for it. They're all ass. Okay? Ow, my face. I gotta not laugh because it fucking hurts. Ow. Alright, anyway. Next one. Best self-published indie game. Are you sure you scrolled far enough? Yes, I'm positive I'm scrolling to the bottom of the page. So for this one, best indie game self-published is a new category for games that have been developed, published by a small team or developer. The award recognizes an increasingly broad definition of indie games with special focus on teams without the financial or technical support of larger games publisher, and titles entering markets less well served by traditional publishing. So, I mean, that's fair enough. So you've got Spilled, Hades 2, Consume Me, Keep Driving, Hollow Knight Silksong, Peak, Sword of the Sea, Promise, Mascot Agency, Deltarune, Lovely Mountain Snow Riders. I went with Silksong. I think this is the only game that should win it in this category, and yeah, it seems like Cobb in the chat has agreed. I don't think anything's going to come close to Silksong for a great many of these categories. I think Hades should have... I'm sorry, Bush. But Hades, if it wanted to win awards, should have waited to come out next year. I think Silksong just releasing is just such a catastrophic nuke when it comes to the indie scene, because it's just, I mean, it's fucking Silksong. Like, you're not really gonna beat it. Next question. Alright, still playing. So these are games that are still ongoing even through... Okay, God, Jesus Christ. Games that are still going even though they are, you know, probably a bit older. So you can think games like, you know, GTA Online, stuff like that. Anyway, here we go. So we've got GTA Online, Nakara... Oh no, Naraka. We've got Apex Legends, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, Rainbow Six, Helldivers, Marvel Rivals, Dead by Daylight, Minecraft, Satisfactory, and Warframe. I voted, you can vote for 3. I voted in this order of Warframe, Satisfactory, Minecraft. These are all the games that I believe have done the best at maintaining my interests, at least over the years. The only reason I don't have Satisfactory as high or higher than Minecraft is just because I don't find it as entertaining. It's really that simple. Yeah, as a whole. Between, honestly, Warframe and Dead by Daylight, I was pretty close, but considering just the sheer amount of oogity boogity Dead by Daylight has done to their games as of late, I'm gonna be willing to put Warframe in place of a Dead by Daylight, seeing as how the devs of Warframe actually care about their game, you know? So, yeah. Exactly. Thank you, Cobb. Alright, still playing mobile. Now, Cobb, this is one for you, because I did no fucking clue when it comes to the to the phone market of gaming. So we've got some Zenless Zone Zero, we've got Subway Surfers, Honkai Star Whale, Free Fire, Pokemon Go, Clash Royale, Call of Duty Mobile, Roblox, PUBG Mobile, and Genshin Impact. Most of them are gachas. I mean, go fucking figure, it's on the phone, but none of them. None of them at all, not even the Clash Royale, not Pokemon Go. You gotta be careful, Cobb, because as soon as you hurt the whales, they're gonna come for you. Clash Royale, okay. I don't actually think I voted on this one because I had no clue what to pick, so I'm just gonna... There you go. Clash Royale. Alright, next. Best Remake. Now, I just want to praise the Golden Joysticks for doing this, because remasters and remakes deserve their own categories, and it's not just for the sake of having other games be in the spotlight, but I definitely believe that, like, remasters deserve their own sort of category, if you will. It saves the main category from being plagued with these remasters, as well as the you know, proper thing. What the... Yeah. So, ow, my face. Ow. Alright. Anyway. So, best remake remaster. The Talos Principle Reawakened, Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. I voted for the Oblivion Remaster. It was made very faithfully and looked very, very clean, and it was dropped out of nowhere. Gears of War Reloaded, also another very good one I've heard many positive things about. Trails in the Sky First Chapter, don't know. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4, I've heard a lot of shit about this one from a few mates. They say it's pretty good. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. I was very, very close for voting this. Really fucking close. Because Snake Eater is just... It's like Konami code right there. But, yeah. So I went with the Oblivion Remaster. But there are quite a few in that category that I could see winning that one overall as a whole. All right, let's see here. Where are we looking? Studio of the Year. Our Studio of the Year award celebrates the development team or studio of any scale that has produced exceptional titles or updates over the last 12 months, setting the bar for technical best practice, community management, and studio center. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I genuinely believe that most of the studios here deserve to win this title, and I don't think it's fair that they are like including a whole range of studios within the same category. I think there should be at least some difference, if you will, or like maybe a multiple category thing. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being a little too ambitious with it, but here we go. Because honestly, Aggro Crab and Landfall for their game Peak should get some award. Honestly, they should. Peak, huge game, right? Don't know about Slur Clap. I voted for Sandfall Interactive for Clair Obscure, as I said, and as I've said multiple times. I think this is going to be Game of the Year by far. I don't think it's going to be close. Team Cherry should also win this vote for for Hollow Knight Silksong. Again, I think these two should not exist in the same category with each other. This had a team of like 3 or 4 main devs all the way up to maybe 15. This had a squad of 30 plus. But I suppose that's kind of the award. This also here, Rebellion Development should also receive an award for their game as well. I forget what it was called, but I remember playing it briefly. And Bloober Team should also get a award. Yeah, exactly. There are contractors because you can't do everything yourself. I mean, it's the same with Sandfall Interactive. They had a core service team of like 15 to 20 people, but then you obviously have contractors that may take that up to like 30 or 40, and then same for Silksong, but just slightly less. Like 3 people taking it up to maybe 15 with all the contractors involved. But yeah, like Sandfall, Team Cherry, and Aggro Crab would all, like, if they had their own categories, these 3 would all be like in it to win it for me, personally. Alright, next one. Best game expansion. So this is best DLC. There is only one correct answer for this, for the entire thing, okay? And if you disagree, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to me, and I don't appreciate it, okay? The answer is Lies of P Overture. If you think anything else, you're incorrect. I'm sorry. You're just wrong. If none of these other ones, except maybe Voyages, you know what? I'll give you a pass on Voyages. If you vote Voyages for No Man's Sky Voyages, you get a pass. But Lies of P Overture is just the correct answer. I'm sorry. This is the only like development segment, call it, what the fuck they call this, like, expansion that was like on point this year that I really heard a lot about. So only correct one, Lies of P. Thank you. Best audio design. Okay, so we've got Chronos, we've got 2 Point, Ghost of Yotei, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding, and Battlefield 6. Now, I voted Donkey Kong Bonanza simply because I watched Small Ant's, Small Ant and, what's his face run it? Fuck. I've forgotten. In the Ludwig's Fast 52. And the game, like, audio design is actually very nice. It's very well done. Battlefield 6 would have been my second follow-up, and then Death Stranding would have been after. These two just, I don't know. These shouldn't be here. Especially not Ghost of Yotei, I'm sorry, but I don't like the audio design. I don't. I think it's very weird. Chronos honestly could have had a bit of a go at it as well, to be honest. He's eating food. He's munching. Alright, let's go to this one. Golden Joystick Awards. Best Soundtrack. Now, there's only one correct one for this, and that is Clear Obscure. If any of you vote anything else, you're incorrect. Okay? You're just wrong. There's nothing else here that comes even close. Cobb, Silksong did not make it into this category. Because it's not good enough. Like, the music... Okay, look, here's the thing. The music in Silksong is good, but it is nothing compared to even, like, some of the worst songs in these categories. Because, like, it's just not. Like, Silksong's music, and also Hollow Knight's music for that matter. Where's Cuphead? Oh, yeah, actually true. Where's my Cuphead? No. Silksong's music is made via, like, audio sampling, if you know what that is. It's essentially, well, I mean, you can look it up and get probably a much better view of it than what I'd be able to give you, because I know the very surface of it. I don't know it, like, fully through and through. But I know that almost all of these studios, except maybe Sword of the Sea, used a full-on, you know, in-person orchestra rather than audio sampling. So, yeah. Anyway, next up, where are we looking? Best Lead Performer. Now, I voted immediately. I scrolled down to the bottom and I found Jennifer English, okay? Jennifer English killed her role as Mael in Clear Obscure. Also, I would have voted for the French, who is actually, you know what, who is the French VA for Mael? Adeline Chital. So I would have voted for her as well, because they both did, like, seriously well for it. But Jennifer English is going to be my vote for this. And to be honest, I don't really... There's no one else here who I would have voted for. She is an absolute disgrace, so... Actually, I don't know if the voice actor is... Hold up. Maybe don't take my word for that. Yeah, don't take my word for that yet. Anyway, let's get too political. Best Supporting Performer. Alright, here we go. Alright, so Best Supporting Performer. Again, I scrolled right the fuck down and I voted for Ben Starr. Ben Starr has had 2 years in a row fucking screaming high praises everywhere for this man. Especially, like, there's a comment I saw on YouTube not too long ago, actually, where what was it? It was something along the lines of, if I had a penny for every time Ben Starr made me cry at the end of a game via sacrificing of a sibling, I'd have 2 pennies. I just thought, that's so real, bro. That's so real. First off, his role as Clive in Final Fantasy 16, and now as Verso in Clear Obscure, absolutely phenomenal performances by him. He's one of the good ones to look out for, both him and Jennifer English, as well as a few other. If you guys don't know, Jennifer English also played Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3. Really, these two are on the up and up. Did I get a beard cut? No. No, I didn't. I didn't get a beard cut, Cobb. You know what happened? I got my teeth removed from the back of my mouth. And then my cheeks swelled to oblivion, so now my beard actually looks straight. I don't get my beard cut. Like, I use a I just have a straight razor that I do all my facial stuff with. Like literally everything. I'll literally go grab it if you don't believe me, bro. I got the straight razor. But yeah. Alright, next question. Alright, PC Game of the Year. I really fucking hate this. I'm gonna be real. Because I don't understand why we're having individual like games of the year for certain things. I know they're just doing this so that the games that are on different platforms have a chance to shine, but I also think it's like, anyway, let's just continue. I just don't see the point. Anyway, so we've got Peak, we got Hollow Knight Silksong, which I voted for. Honestly, Peak or Silksong could win this, and I would be fine with either or. I think Hollow Knight Silksong deserves to win it more though, because I believe it is the far superior game compared to Peak. Dune Awakening was another one. I know Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 did absolutely well. The Altars, another one, and Abiotic Factor was another one that did really well. I think Silksong, however, stands like literally so far ahead of literally all of these games, except maybe Peak, which is kind of in between these ones would all be the pack. Peak would kind of be just behind Silksong, and then Silksong would be out miles ahead. So that's where my thoughts are on it. So I voted Silksong. Alright. Console Game of the Year. I haven't played a whole lot of console games this year, but of the few that I have heard about and know about, I voted for Death Stranding 2. Kojima would apparently put a huge amount of production in behind it, and a lot of my mates have told me all about how actually pretty good it is. So I went with Death Stranding 2. There's a whole load of stuff that came out about it within the last about 6 or 7 months ago, maybe. There was a whole load of just random VTuber stuff that ended up popping up around Death Stranding 2, because I believe it was Pekora had a cameo within the game, which I thought was quite cool. So yeah, so bit of a W for that one. But as a whole, again, I'm not a huge console gamer at this point. I used to be, not anymore. But yeah, from what I heard, Death Stranding seems to be taking this one. Alright, best early access game. Now, this is a big one here, ladies and germs, okay? This one here could have been won by so many of them. Seriously. Schedule 1, fucking phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Really, really good game. I would have voted for this, like pretty happily, really. Grounded 2, again, another really good game. The first one was good, the second one's okay, as far as I'm aware. Nine Kings, I don't know much about this. Skate, I don't know much about this. Repo is the one that I voted for. The guys over in the Swedish Alps places, I don't know. You guys made Repo a really fucking good game to play, and then when you added multiplayer in, holy shit, that was some of the most fun I've had, like, in a while. So, Repo, absolutely taking the win for me. However, if Repo or Grounded or Schedule 1 especially win this, fine, because it's, you know, but for me, Repo. Really good game though, Schedule 1. If you guys haven't played any of these games, Schedule 1, Grounded, or Repo, highly recommend you check them out, test them yourselves, see what you think. They're all very cheap. I think for me, Schedule 1 is like $20 something, which is like, what's that, like USD, like 15, 12, and maybe even. They're all really cheap, so test them out. You don't need a powerful gaming device to run all these, so yeah. Alright, so best gaming hardware. I voted for the Ryzen Nintendo Switch. Obviously there's a controller, the Elgato face cam, the Razer Blade 16, and the WD Black SN810 2TB NVMe separate storage device. Now, I did vote Ryzen, I'm sorry, but this was just a carry this year. Not much you can really say about it otherwise. Next. The fuck that mean? You don't need to know, Cobb. You're a console gamer. You don't need to know. Right. Next one, best game adaptation. So this is, for those of you who don't know what game adaptations are, it's essentially games the original concept, it's then been taken to another form of entertainment or just something else, usually in the form of content revolving around movies or, you know, stuff like this. So you have The Last of Us Season 2, you have Secret Level, you have Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, to be fair, this I heard was actually very fucking good. The Last of Us Season 2, I've heard a lot of people have mixed reviews on, bro. A lot of people do not like this, specifically apparently because of this chick in here. Apparently she's a bit of a dickhead. Yeah. Anyway, Arcane Season 2, I've heard endless positivity about this one. To be honest, I literally have heard nothing negative about this. I haven't come across anything that is negative about it. So, who knows? Like, this might win it. I didn't vote for it. Devil May Cry, again, another good one that I've heard nothing but positives for. I voted for the Minecraft movie because I just liked the fact that people were throwing shit in movies. Don't do it, by the way. Don't do that. But it was really funny when it was happening, where people were just bringing chickens into the fucking movie cinemas and yelling chicken jockey. Look, I personally did not like the Minecraft movie. I thought it was very fucking weird. But yeah, literally that is the exact reason I'm voting, and I'm not sorry. You see what Cobb has just put in the chat there? Fucking chicken jockey is the whole reason I'm voting for this. I'm so sorry, but it's true. It was just too good of a meme to let go. Anyway. Next one. Best game trailer. So we had Romeo's a Dead Man, which was the announcement trailer. Battlefield 6, again, another pretty good trailer. Rhythm Doctor, Grand Theft Auto 6, or is that? Yeah, that is 6. The Expanse, Osiris Reborn, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, the only reason I did not put Kingdom Come Deliverance is because this literally broke records on the first day of posting. It achieved like something like 90 million views. That's unheard of. In fact, hold on, let's have a look at this. Let's go onto YouTube, right? Delete that. And if we just go in here and we just search up GTA 6 trailer. Yeah, you can literally see here 266 million fucking views. Like, that is insane. That's a trailer. That's not even that's a fucking trailer. That's trailer 1. Like, that's insane. So yeah. That's the reason why I voted. Alright, most wanted game. So you could choose 3 options and rank them by putting an order of preference. So, the most wanted game is our most coveted awards that recognize the game that you're looking forward to playing more than any other in the next 12 months. So the game that you want in your grasp, in your midst right now. So you had Light No Fire, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Marvel's Wolverine, Lego Batman, 007 First Light, Subnautica 2, Crimson Desert, The Expanse, Blood of the Dawnwalker, Saros, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet, Resident Evil Requiem, Kingdom Hearts 4, Hell Let Loose Vietnam, Exodus, and Resonance. And then you had GTA 6, Black Myth Wukong, which is the like next one essentially in the series, and The Witcher 4. I put these three. Grand Theft Auto 6. I don't actually really want to play this, but I know that this is what's gonna win, so I'm voting. Black Myth Zhongli. I actually really would like this game. This would, in fact, actually, you know what? Can I like make that number one? There we go. In fact, actually, yeah. You know what? 2. Nope. 3. There we go. So this is what my lineup would be. I'm only putting this here because I know that's what's going to win, but these two are the ones that I would really like. As for the ones that are up here, I'd actually really, really like the Subnautica 2 one. I just hope they're doing it well, you know. Do it well, do it right. Onimusha, Way of the Sword is another one that I'm actually kind of looking forward to. And also Light No Fire. Light No Fire from Hello Games, I will be purchasing that almost immediately as soon as it comes out. I'm a huge fan of Hello Games, especially after the massive comeback that they had with regards to No Man's Sky. So I really look forward to this game quite a lot. Next question. Never mind, we're done. So there you go. There's all your categories. There's my votes. You explained... oh, well, I explained my reason for voting. If you guys disagree, you're incorrect. Alright, see ya. Bye. And that's how you do